The Three Little Pigs, the second part of the story, by Stacy Howell. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. They were all brothers and best friends. They were usually very happy, but this had been a rough week. First, their mom kicked them out of her house and made them all build their own houses out on the lane, even though they didn't really know anything about building houses. Then, after they worked hard all day to build their houses, some big bad wolf from the other side of town had come huffing and puffing along and ruined them all. He got mad and blew down this little pig's house because the pig wouldn't let him in. Hay was absolutely everywhere, making everybody sneeze and wheeze. Then he got even madder and blew down this little pig's house too. The wooden logs rolled all over the lane, blocking traffic for hours and giving everybody splinters. And if that wasn't enough, the wolf even went over to this little pig's house. He couldn't blow it down, so at first they thought they could just all live in that house happily ever after. But it turned out that the wolf caused a huge fire and got so much smoke damage everywhere that the house got condemned. So now the three little pigs were homeless again, and this time they did not have the energy to be building any more new houses. Besides, that mean old wolf was still out there, probably still hungry, and probably just as mad at them. So yeah, it had definitely been a rough week. Some good news was coming just around the corner, though. At first, all three little pigs were scared because the big bad wolf still had huge claws and huge teeth. But as soon as he got close enough for them to see him, they could tell that there was something different about him. "Are you crying, big bad wolf?" asked this little pig. "I'm just so embarrassed," the wolf wailed. "My mom sent me down here on Tuesday to welcome you all to the lane, and I ended up ruining all of your houses instead. She's really mad at me and says that I have to find a way to make it up to you." The three little pigs were quite confused. Was this really the big bad wolf who had been out there terrorizing them just a few days ago? But the three little pigs were also quite desperate. They were cold and hungry, and they didn't have a comfortable place to sleep for the night. So this little pig offered the wolf a deal. "If you let us come and live at your house until you can help us rebuild our houses on the lane, then we'll forgive you." The big bad wolf was a reasonable fellow who knew that this deal was fair, so he accepted. "Wait! What is this house made out of?" cried that little pig when he saw the wolf's huge McMansion. "Whoa," the wolf replied. "That's aluminum siding. I don't know why you guys worry so much about what your house is built out of. It's not the 1930s anymore, so as long as you get an inspection done and carry good homeowners insurance, you can build your house out of anything you want." So the three little pigs spent the rest of the evening learning about inspections, insurance, flood zones, and deductibles. And maybe they weren't necessarily happy ever after that lesson, but they were happy mostly after, had made a new friend, and never worried about building materials again. The end.